Hi everybody, welcome back to Dramatic Lit. I hope you're super excited for our new unit, but before we talk too much about it, I want to do a quick pre-writing assignment. So if you go to our Google Classroom page, you should see a new assignment, and it's this question right here. What do you think of when you hear the word fences? I want you to set yourself a timer for 1 minute or 2 minutes and just free write. Doesn't have to be complete sentences, can just be a list or a series of individual words, but I do want you to try to write for the whole time. Pause this video and come back when you're done. Okay, so I hope you had a chance to not only reflect on your own inferences and assumptions a little bit, but also look at what other people were writing and see if they were able to come up with things that you didn't, or maybe they had some of the same thoughts that you did. We're going to watch these two videos, and afterwards, we're going to ask some more questions. But right now, we're just going to watch the videos.
Fences, written by August Wilson, was originally created as a theater production and was eventually adapted to film. The story takes place in two settings, in the years 1957 and 1965. This time in American history was rife with change and upheaval, particularly for the African American communities like the one that the Maxson family lived in. With events like the Montgomery bus boycott and the desegregation of the Little Rock High School happening right around the same time as the beginning of the story, we can see the world changing around the Maxson family, which in turn affects the family themselves. So let's meet the Maxson family. This is Troy Maxson. At the beginning of the play, Troy is 53 years old. By 1965, when the play ends, he would be around 61 years old. Troy has a very sad and complicated history, much of which can explain how he developed into the sort of man that we see in the story. He left his abusive father's home at 14 years old to strike out on his own. Troy believes that this decision to leave and to take care of himself was the point when he truly became a man. Though he hated his father, Troy does credit him for the values of responsibility and the determination to take care of his family that are central to him. After leaving home, Troy spent 15 years in jail for killing a man in a robbery gone wrong. However, jail proved to be a positive force in Troy's life as it got him serious about baseball and introduced him to his best friend, Bono. Troy played baseball in the Negro Leagues for a while in the 1930s, and he was an exceptional player. Unfortunately, Troy was unable to pursue his career in baseball due to his advancing age and to the segregation of the major leagues. Troy is extremely bitter about this, believing that life stole his chance to be one of the greats.
All right, so we're going to stop that video right there because after that it starts going a little too deep into the plot. Now this next video is just about the playwright, August Wilson.
The first time I came walking down the street and I saw the marquee for the first time, I thought to myself, August Wilson is back on Broadway where he belongs.
Okay. So after watching those videos, we got some questions. So what sort of things did you notice in those clips? What new information do you have that you didn't have before? What new information specifically do you have about Fences, the play that we're about to read? And probably the most important question, what new questions do we have? Every time we learn more information, we should have some new and more sophisticated questions. So tomorrow I'm going to be passing out our copies of the play Fences. Fences is August Wilson's most well-known work, closely followed by The Piano Lesson, and is one of the plays of the Pittsburgh Cycle, also known as the Century Cycle, which we're going to be learning about tomorrow as well. For tomorrow, I would like you to make a bookmark to use while reading Fences. It just has to be a rectangular piece of paper. It doesn't have to be fancy, but if you want to get creative and embellish it, go for it. I want you to write 3 questions you have about the story of Fences on the bookmark. These should be questions that might come up during the story that you can reflect on while you're reading. I want you to take a picture of your bookmark and upload it here. If for some reason you're having trouble uploading the picture, you can also just type in the questions or email them to me, especially if you want them to be more private. If you want to learn a little bit more about the Century Cycle right now, if you're just super excited and can't wait till tomorrow, watch this video. It has clips from every play in the cycle. Very short clips though. So you need to be able to think about what you can infer from these clips, both about what August Wilson likes to include in his plays and write about, what the plot might be, what they might be saying about the time period they're set in. Then you can go to this article that actually has a description of each play, and then you can check your inferences and assumptions against the actual plot. How well did you do? What sort of things did you notice that actually came up in the plot summary? Either way, I'm very excited about this unit. It's one of my favorite things to teach, so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great night and happy reading!